Several days later. Are you seriously going to play me like this?
Wait for... Together!
Okay.
Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake?
We're back here.
Holly says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good
What?
morning! How are you feeling today? Good
Have
to
we been
hear.
in a coma?
It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
What happened? Are we back in Gondar for Phil? I heard that it was Sino and others who brought us. Okay. It's like a mini Sunyu on my left shoulder.
Come on, Traveler.
Pun
Let's
one.
go.
Okay. A little confused as to what's going on.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
More or less.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste.
And I'm guessing
I
you're
hope
all
you
better.
like it.
You're no longer...
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something.
You're no longer
good.
sick.
Now that I've recovered from Alizar,
Yeah.
I'm feeling better than ever.
You're
I
normal
can
again.
even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bakes
She's
them
enjoying
all
cooking.
delicious.
Alright, we had
by the way,
breakfast.
Someone brought a letter for you.
And there's a
after you
letter.
went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after
Okay,
you
fair
woke
enough.
up. Oh, it's from Nilu.
For Nilu.
Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra.
Oh,
As
awesome.
heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you.
So, the hero of
The date of the
Layer,
banquet is written on the back. It's
Mondstadt,
in
and
2 days.
Sumeru.
Oh, I've also
Don't
heard
know
that
if we
you've
can
become
exactly
Kuro's
call ourselves the
leader as
hero
well.
of Inazuma as well,
That's
but yeah.
amazing.
We were just doing a
Sometimes
part.
I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
I guess you're amazing too.
You're embarrassing.
Although
me.
you were pretty sick. So, I
Anyway,
guess you didn't do
let's go to
much.
the Grand Bazaar to have.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Master Tainari.
Tainari!
Again, that's a little bit disappointing. What's the point in having mind reading powers
Hi.
on the healer
Good
if
morning.
the NPCs don't
How do you
give me
feel?
We
any
feel much better.
thoughts?
How about
Like
you?
I'm
Tainari and
recovering well.
Kode.
Thanks for asking.
Oh, he
From
was
the
struck by
looks of it,
lightning.
You seem to be already been.
It's fine.
Divine
I'm not
lightning.
that busy. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now,
It seems once
Good thing the
Ernest started
Hypatia is
getting
all
better,
fine.
everything else.
yes, but there are still some residual effects.
Oh,
The
like,
withering is one
okay.
example. Though it won't spread
Yeah.
anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
okay,
By the
we
way,
can sort
we
that
have
out
some
at
good
some
news.
point.
Sino got his position back.
And we're off to
This news
celebrate.
is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Oh,
Huh? You mean he was already here?
so we would like last to know.
Say hi to
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you
Yeah,
probably
okay.
already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, we know something that Tainari doesn't know.
Didn't he say in her letter
Interesting.
that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
Mm-hmm.
You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to
Okay.
mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
And who are these VIPs?
Well, technically speaking, they are
Former VIPs.
The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
So they're banished. Or are they retraining?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable.
Okay.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers.
Uh-huh.
Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives
So
to
they're basically
cultivating wisdom.
banished.
When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again.
So,
As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
Everything that we know about the history
That
of
sounds really exhausting.
Sumeru has completely
There's
changed
nothing we can
with
do,
the good father.
really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Yes, we are.
Right. We're here to request
We're rounding
permission
off
to
this
head out.
episode.
You've recovered well. You may go.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tainari. Okay, we're at the Grand...
Well, there won't be
Okay, we're
any
at the Grand
problems if the
Bazaar,
feast
so
starts
the
at that
feast is
time.
about to start.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things.
Neato!
Well, except for the guests.
Okay, everything's prepared for,
Is a
except for the
simple
guests.
reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh yeah, they're getting very angry.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right?
Hey, Nilu.
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are.
Okay.
You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all.
Okay.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
We
Nilo
all
gets to
think she's
dance
amazing, too.
freely. Because the
Nilu is an
Akademiya isn't
absolute
in charge
favorite
anymore,
among
so
those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders,
she
you
no
have
longer
a
has to do
great
any illegal
eye.
dances.
Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding
Everybody
audience
likes looking
members
at
next time.
Nilu.
I think these two may win.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed,
Fans of Nilu.
we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste.
Oh, the camera, okay.
I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Photography,
Ooh, good
okay. So
idea.
it's interesting
wonder
that
where we
Sumeru
can
doesn't even
find
know what a
one.
camera is.
You guys are so funny.
Mhm.
There's
Oh, it looks like
really
there are
no need
people
for that.
dancing here.
I'm sad.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Yeah, I
If
guess.
for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Right, okay, so we're just gonna go around and check.
We can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going.
When I wrote the letters,
Dia was
I
in
heard
Port
that Dia was
Ormos,
in Port
Alhaven was
Ormos.
at
and
the
Alhaven
Akademiya.
asked
Okay.
for Sino. We've only heard that he appears at the Akademiya from
Oh,
time
he's gonna
to
be hard
time.
to track down.
I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess
Yeah,
is
he's
that
probably.
he's
I
with
don't
Dia
know if
as
he's
for
gonna be
Junior's
sticking
eye.
around.
I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her.
She'll show up.
Okay, got it. Let's go,
Alright,
Traveler.
let's give everyone a visit. Okay, so we're inside the Akademiya. Doors just opening on its own.
We haven't seen Alhaven.
Alhaven should be somewhere around here.
Let's ask that person over there.
Hopefully he's the Grand Sage.
Hey there. Have you seen Alhaven around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaven
Oh, yeah, he's
has
still the
gone
scribe,
to the
okay.
House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But
You
you're
sound a little bit
already
arrogant.
the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He
Must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr.
Fino?
Cave was just
Oh.
here asking about
Who's
him.
Cave?
You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is.
Gossiping, okay.
And you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
Yeah, gossip.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as
Jeff.
interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Okay, Jeff, off you go. Don't stand around gossiping.
Alhaven should be around here somewhere.
Okay, we're in
right?
the House of Dina. Oh,
Oh, he's
Is another Dendro character.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Akademiya.
Who is this guy?
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this?
There's no lip flaps.
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen.
He's using it as an
I came back
excuse to
today only
ignore
to
you.
hear-
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what
So
you know
why were
already.
you missing from such an
Well,
important operation?
I almost became a sage.
Oh, wait, what?
Huh?
Oh,
When
don't
did that
sound
happen?
too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides,
What's
as a
Ksharawar?
master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Oh, okay.
Why do I feel like
So
you
basically
don't
he's a
really
mechanic.
mean it?
What
Sarcasm.
makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as
They're
I
like
do would
bickering
surely
brothers.
do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
What
It
exactly
seems
is
that
their
you
relationship?
Really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move
They
out of my
definitely feel like
house.
brothers.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see.
Wait, why are you
And don't
guys sharing
change
the house?
Subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The Akademiya might as well just close tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be
Are
good.
they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the Akademiya. Haven't
Mm-hmm.
you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
So you can actually
Don't
move
get
out.
me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
What happened?
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I
And it
need to
sounds like
tell
it failed.
you, keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know.
Okay, you're
Where
just
were you when
yeah, okay,
Sumeru
you're egging
needed you
him on.
most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty.
You know what this
and
reminds me of?
romance.
Big Bang Theory.
Unlike a true...
Sheldon and
Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
yeah,
While you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to
Howard
save Sumeru
and
from a
Sheldon.
crisis.
That's what.
Ha!
Yeah,
And you think I'd believe
Sheldon
that?
belittling mechanics and
All you really need to know is that
Howard
Azar
not
and all his
liking
accomplices have all been overthrown.
Sheldon. But yeah,
Huh?
kind of like that.
What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours?
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh yeah, he missed. Okay, fair enough.
Hey, Alhaitham.
Hello, Alhafen.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
There's a grand feast.
Sunilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nope, he has
Said
not.
she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
Yep,
If she
celebrating the
addressed
freedom.
the letter to Alhaitham of the Akademiya,
Well, the victory that
then
we
the
had
letter
in
should have
Sumeru.
gone to my office. I've been
Ah,
busy
you've never
these
been to your
days,
office.
so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so
Oh.
busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole Akademiya was practically turned upside
And now
down.
you're basically.
Kainari told us
The
they all
stand-in?
went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently, they will spend the rest of their lives there.
I doubt it. They'll probably worm their way
That
back
is
in.
already the best possible ending for the likes of them.
Oh, okay.
4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Akademiya.
So they're probably looking for successors now.
You're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But But then again, the 6th grade schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Akademiya was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom.
Okay, that's interesting.
Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained
And there are
permanent
6 doors
seats
there.
in the Akademiya.
Interesting. So it's like a hexagon.
Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages.
And you're
Among
in
the
for a
6
shot
great
to
sages,
become a
there
great
is
sage?
one central leader, the
Grand
Grand
Sage.
Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So
who's gonna-
managing
yeah.
things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
I would imagine that they
Yes.
would.
Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Okay.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Exactly.
Yes,
Good point.
about that.
But you turned it down, didn't you?
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar
Yeah.
and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Akademiya.
And you refuse.
But
I'm not surprised.
I refused.
You don't want the responsibility. You want a little bit of freedom.
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
Pretty much.
That's not my job either.
Oh.
I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Akademiya before the new sages take office.
So he's just a temporary leader now.
And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
No.
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate.
You guys
could
sound like
say
university
he's the representative for Ksharawar
roommates.
scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Yep. Thanks for your hard work.
Such is the work of the Akademiya scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in
I
2
still think
days.
you should be
All
the
right.
Grand Sage.
I'll see you there.
Okay, so we came to Port Ormos in Sumeru, where we're going to look for
This
Dia.
is Port Ormos.
Dia should be somewhere around here. Oh no, hang on, wait. That's a familiar
Is
face.
that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Yeah,
It's been a while.
doing
How
us
are
hard.
you doing?
She must be all better.
It's been so long since we've seen you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I
Yep.
don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
We were the main reason that you were cured, I guess.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
Oh,
I guess I'm
so you're
just
just
used
friends.
to calling you my lady.
Resignation? You mean you're
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady.
Yeah.
When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time
And
for
now
me
that you
to get
recovered,
back out
it's
there
time
and
for you to
chase
quit.
that horizon.
So what are you
So,
gonna do
what are you
now
gonna
if
do?
you're not
Become a
gonna
merc?
be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Yeah, as long as you don't do anything crazy and like offer
Just
your
finished
arm
one of the most
to be
dangerous
sliced
jobs
off.
ever. Are you getting bored already?
Mm-hmm.
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess
So it's kinda
I
our
still
fault.
get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight.
Yeah.
It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short.
She's a
And I'm
merc.
happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made
Why
me
don't you just
realize that there are
join
still many
Sino?
problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
What kind of message?
We just came from talking with our hate.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Akademiya?
No.
What?
But why?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power.
Yeah.
And I'll hate them told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Akademiya. But only if I wanted to.
But what would you even do in the Akademiya?
Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a
She wouldn't
scholar.
be a scholar. I think
Forget about
it's a
it.
reform.
I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Akademiya.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it would be right up my alley.
That's fair. To be honest,
Even if
it
being
suits Dia's
mercenary
character
means
to be
facing all
free.
kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't
Makes
wanna
sense,
see
makes
you
sense.
Go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Come
Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy
Yeah,
too.
it's gonna take some time
But a
to
peaceful society would
adjust
probably
in
mean less
Sumeru.
demand for mercenaries like me. Before long,
Given how
we'll be a
crazy
dying
things
breed.
got.
So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
there's a party,
not yet,
right?
At least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
Oh, okay, so she's sticking around for a little while longer.
This entire time, we were wondering if you had received a letter from Milu.
Probably not.
Oh,
Neither of you did.
Milu write to us?
She heard
What happened to all the
you were
letters?
Fort Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at.
Oh,
My
why?
lady has
Why
been
is
very energetic
everybody missing
lately
their
and
letters?
keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right.
Fair enough.
And we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
Poor
I
Nilu.
bet
She
the
put all
letter's
that
at the
effort into
reception desk.
sending a letter
I'll go
to
check
this
later.
group of people,
No wonder there was
and
no reply.
they
You never
literally
received the letter. Good thing Milu asked us to come and check on
didn't
Sorry to
receive
make you
them
two
due
come
to
all the way
bad
out here.
timing or whatever.
It must be
Al
something
Hafen didn't
important
go
for
back to
Milu
his
to
office.
specifically
These
write
two
to us
weren't
like
even, you know, they either woke up too early
They were
or
preparing
came
a
back too
victory
late,
feast in the
and the
Grand
receptionist
Bazaar.
didn't give them
And
their
we'll also be
letters.
celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General
Yeah.
Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
General Mahamatra.
Great. I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything
Just
for the
come the
feast?
way you're
Can I
dressed.
just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about
Nope.
that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
Then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
I'm surprised that Dia
Sure.
would be concerned about her appearance.
Thank you so much for letting us.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Rama
Sino
are?
and Raman.
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally, no one knows his whereabouts.
Well, fair enough.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru Village.
In
We
Aru
can try our luck
Village.
there. As
Okay.
for Raman, your
Probably
guess is
something
as
to do
good as
with
mine.
Grandpa?
I only remember. Don't mention it. You better get.
Right.
On to our
Off
next
to
step.
Aru Village.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru.
Okay,
Village.
I've located Kagi Films.
There's Sino.
So Sino's here. It's been a while.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave. So now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
He barely
And
wears
Tanari is
anything.
That's good to hear.
I'm surprised he's not freezing cold. I want to throw him into
Consciousness, right?
the
Thanks for that.
what's it call it? The
You're
snowy
welcome.
mountain in
Tainari has
Mondstadt.
excellent
I forgot what it's
skills,
called.
and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
Why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
Yeah.
I'm meeting some people.
Who are you meeting?
You mean Candace?
Oh
I've
yeah,
already
why
talked
did
with
we invite
and the
Candace?
village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
By King Deshret's blessing, my
Ramon
friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Mm-hmm.
Ramon! And... Huh?
Who's
Satari?
Taria?
Oh, you.
Oh, the researcher.
know-
Oh, well, you're
Oh
pretty
yeah,
famous in
wasn't she the person that we met in the time
Don't
loop?
worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing
Are these two
well.
dating?
Many good things
Are they on
have
a date?
happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right.
It's been a number of weeks,
I
so I don't
suppose
know
I've decided
what's
to
happened.
leave
Okay,
the Akademiya.
fair enough.
What?
Yeah, so you're
It's
not going to be a
that
scholar
I've given
anymore.
up on being a scholar.
Oh no, she's
Instead,
the girl
you
who
could
was from the
say I
village,
found
isn't
a new
she?
identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
Okay, and what are you
I
going to
can
be
see
doing from
what-
now on?
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the Akademiya and return to teach here in the desert.
Okay,
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
that's interesting.
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's my hope that the Eremites
That's
can
a
help
very
me
interesting
select a
idea.
group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people.
So you're going to
That
create a
is the
school
true
in the
meaning of
desert?
education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret
That's
suffer
interesting.
from sandstorms,
Yeah.
exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining.
And
in
maybe
the
one
desert
day
night.
we'll build a statue in your
Stars have
honor.
always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
You sound like you're flirting with her. I have a feeling that Ramon is
At first, I feared
interested
it
in
was destined to
Sataria.
fail. Everyone knows that the Akademiya doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission.
But now the
As
Akademiya
you
is more or
know, all
less,
knowledge is under their surveillance and control.
know,
and very
this
few
funk
desert
at the-
dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at
That's
that
not the
time
right
has
word.
been
Yeah,
haunting
that
my
does,
heart.
you know,
As if
they're
there were
they're being
lightning bolts
reformed.
constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Akademiya's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked
Ah.
something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my
These two
people
are
after
definitely going to be a
home.
couple.
I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage. Only
I
to
mean, I
find
can
that he
already
was
picture
no
them
longer at
together.
the Akademiya.
I
Lord
ship
Sino
it.
told me
I
that
ship
Azar didn't
Sitaria
belong here
and
anymore.
Ramon together.
Azar has received much
Ramon
needed
X
punishment.
Shitaria.
Though, if
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Akademiya for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Ramon.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
This makes me happy.
I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Oh,
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert.
yeah.
I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I
Interesting.
applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Akademiya, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good
I'm
use
surprised
of
nobody
them.
is questioning why her
That's
name
exactly
is Lesser
what
Lord.
the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from
Sounds
this,
like everybody's being
the
is getting,
Akademiya is
you
also
know,
recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the
becoming
desert.
more and more happier.
I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
You've got to completely change this region.
Hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert.
I think so as well. I agree.
Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Milu.
Okay.
Milu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast,
hopefully.
we'll also be celebrating
I hope everybody can attend.
Statement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated.
Yep, and he's probably super busy again.
Start working for the Akademiya after the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
Yeah, you didn't get your letter.
I've heard of it.
Yep.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
Nobody knew about it.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
And he's annoyed.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll
Oh,
go.
okay. Socialize.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria.
He's trying to get the opportunity to get together with her.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you.
He is totally into her.
Although, the messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
Interesting.
Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
All right.
Got it.
Okay, I think we've done all of our infights, so I'm actually going to end the episode here because I know that the video has already dragged on for quite a while.
It's about time to conduct
Oh,
maintenance
wait, what?
on the weapons in the warehouse.
Oh. Okay.
I see everything.
Yeah. Farming. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed the content so far. Remember to like, subscribe, drop any comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the live video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. It really does help me out. If you haven't already done so, you can also hit the bell icon and turn on notifications. That way you'll get updates for when I upload my new videos. Or follow me on Twitter at KuroAkiGames. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/KuroAkiGames, where I occasionally stream my raw gameplay videos on there or some content that isn't on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at KuroAkiGames, and I will see you guys soon.